everyone, welcome to Pepcoding. Today we are going to see an interesting topic of merge two sorted linked list. Okay, first I will explain the question, then we will move on to the concept. You are given a partially written linked list class. You are required to complete the body of the merge two sorted linked list function. The function is static and passed two lists which are sorted. Okay, we are going to give two sorted linked lists and we are going to get an original list, that is original output, that linked list, that is merged two linked lists should be also in the sorted order. Okay, I will explain what we have to do. I will explain what we have to do. Okay, if there is one linked list like 2, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, and there is one another linked list, that is 3, 4. Okay, this is our two linked list. Okay, I'm going to insert these two lists. Okay, like my output will be 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7. Okay, this is what we have to do. Now I will explain how we are going to do this. How we are going to do this. 2, what is our input? 5, 6 and 7, 3 and 4. Okay, fine. Okay, let me explain. It is linked list 1. This is linked list 2. In 1 I am having I. In 2 we can initiate this as J. We are going to travel in this. Fine. We are checking I is less than J. If this condition is true, we are going to print I. I is less than J. The condition is true. If this condition is true, then we are going to print 2. Then we are going to increment the value of I. The J values remains constant. Okay. Now we are checking whether I is less than J. No. Right. I is greater than J. So we are going to print the value of J, that is 3. Then now the I value remains constant. The J value is getting incremented by 1. Again we are checking I and J. Whether the J value is greater than I, no, the condition is false. J value is smaller. So I am going to print the value of J. Then increment the value of J. There is no element. This is none. If it is none, then I will print the remaining values that are present in the first linked list. That is 5, 6 and 7. That's it. It is my approach. It is a very easier one, right? Okay. Now we can move on to the code. We are going to initialize the two elements. One is equal to L1 dot, that is first linked list, right? Sorry. 1 is equal to L1 dot head. Both is as head. Okay. Then 2 is equal to L2 dot head. That is, we are having two linked lists. Okay. L2 dot head. Okay. Fine. Then we are going to check while 1 dot data. While 1 is, that is the first head element, right? 1 is not none. 1 is not none. And 2 is not none. 2 is not none. If this both the conditions are true, then M1, Okay, if there's both, if while one is not none, then the two is not none. Again we are going to check the condition. If one dot data less than two dot data, then we are going to simply add m1 dot add lost m1 dot add lost of one dot data. Fine. One is equal to one dot next. It will move to the next element. Again it will check this condition. Okay, we are going to give an else condition. Else we are just going to print the second list, right? So just let me copy and paste this. That is 2 dot data. Same thing is going to happen here. That is 2 is equal to 2 dot next. Okay, fine. Then we are going to do, it is for if one is not none, then two is not none. Then again we are checking one condition, that while one is not one, two is completed, the list one is not none. Fine. While one is not, while one is not none, then the same procedure will get repeat. That is m1 is equal to add last of one dot data, then 1 is equal to 1 dot next. Is it fine? Then if 2 is not none, while 2 is not none, same process will repeat for second list. Okay, then we are going to return the value of m1. Return m1. That's it. This is our code. Let me run. Yeah, it is accepted. Let me submit. Yes, it is correct answer. We got the correct answer. Let me explain the code. Okay, this is our code. We need this for code. Okay, listen. We are having like 1, 3, 5. Okay, then 2, 4, 6 and 7. This will be my 2 linked list. It is my one. This is my second linked list. Okay, we are going to uh, link this to sorted linked list. Fine. First we are assigning 1 is equal to L1 dot head. So this is my L1 linked list. This is my L2 linked list. Mid is equal to L1, sorry, 1 is equal to L1 dot head. So this is my 1. It will be my 1. Okay. Then 2 is equal to L2 dot head. So it will be by 2. It will check 1 is not none. 1 is not none. Yes, the condition is true. 2 is not none. 2 is not none. Yes, the condition is true. If both the conditions are true, then it will check if 1 dot data is less than 2 dot data. Whether the 1 dot data is less than 2 dot data, yes, it is true. If this condition is true, then it will make, we are storing the answer in the m1 list. Then m1 dot add last of 1 dot data. This 1 dot data, 1 value will be stored in my output. Okay, it will be my output. 1 will stored in my output. Then we are 1 is equal to 1 dot next. 1 value is getting incremented. Now my 1 is like here. It is my 1. Okay, it will again check whether the 1 is not none. Yes, it is not none. 2 is not none. Yes, it is not none. Then it will check whether the 1 dot data, 1 dot data is 3 less than 2 dot data. 2 dot data is 2. If this condition is true, no, this condition is false. If condition is getting failed, then it will goes to the else part. That is m1 dot add last of 2 dot data. The 2 dot data is 2. So here we are going to insert 2. Then again the 2 is getting incremented as 2 is equal to 2 dot next. Now my 2 will be this. Again it will goes to this while loop. 1 is not none. Whether the 1 is not none, yes, the condition is true. 2 is not none, yes, the condition is true. If the both the conditions are true, then it will check 1 dot data less than 2 dot data. That is 3 is less than 4. The given condition is true or false? The given condition is true. If this condition is true, we are going to insert 1 dot data. That is 3. Fine. Then 1 is equal to 1 dot data of next. Okay. Again, we are going to this loop. While 1 is not none. Yes, the 1 is not none. 2 is not none. Yes, 2 is not none. If the both the conditions are true, then we are going to check whether the 1 dot data is less than 2 dot data. What is the value of 1 dot data? 1 dot data will be 5. Right. 1 dot data will be 5. 5 less than 4. The given condition is true or false? The given condition is false. If this condition is false, then it will move to the else part. It will add 2 dot data. So it will add 4. Then the 2 values getting incremented as 2 of next. So now my 2 will be 6. Again it will goes here. Then it will check 1 is not none. Yes, 1 is not none. 2 is not none. Yes, 2 is not none. 1 dot data is less than 2 dot data. Whether the 5 is less than 6, yes, the condition is true. If this condition is true, then it will going to add 1 dot data. That is, it will add 5. Then 1 is equal to 1 of next. It will move to then 1 of next. There is no element. It will move to none. Okay, then again we are going to the while loop. 1 is not none. 1 is not none. Whether this condition is true or false, this condition is failed. This condition is getting failed. If this condition is failed, then it will exit from this whole while loop. It will move here. While 1 is not none. This condition is true. No, this condition is false. Then it will come here. It will check whether 2 is not none. Yes, 2 is not none. If 2 is not none, then it will insert 2 dot data. That is 6. That is 6. Fine. Then it will get incremented. That is 2 is equal to 2 dot next. So my 7 will be 2. It will again check 2 is not none. Yes, the condition is true. If this condition is true, it is going to insert 7. Then the 2 is again going to 2 of next. There is no element. So it is none. 2 is not none. This condition is true. No, this condition is false. So all the condition is getting failed. We are reached the end of the program. It will be my final output. This is my expected output too. Right? This is my expected output too. It is how the program is running. I hope you all are understand this question. If you understand this question, stay subscribed to Pepcoding. Thank you. Have a nice day.